There's a lot of people second guessing Joe Biden after his performance in the debate. Yeah, Joe Biden's old, he's slow, he stutters a bit. Could be all of those things. But I think there's something else to consider. I think that Joe Biden's handlers didn't prepare him properly. And the strategy they gave Joe Biden was absolutely fucking stupid. I mean, Joe Biden's people knew that Donald Trump would come out ranting and raving and lying, and he would go unchecked. He was like a snowball going down the hill. Hard to stop because he's just ranting and raving. So what do Joe Biden's handlers say he should do? What's his strategy? Well, just stick to the numbers, stick to the data, keep it straight. That's what people want to hear. Well, that kind of matchup is never going to work. You could have put a 35-year-old guy up against Donald Trump, and you let Donald Trump go roughshod and have this 35-year-old guy try to keep up. Even then, it wouldn't work. Now, the reason I'm considering this is because at one point in the debate, Joe Biden held his own. Do you remember that? Yeah, it was that point where Donald Trump and Joe Biden were arguing about golf. How silly is that? Who's got the lower handicap? Who can hit farther? But during that whole short period, Joe Biden was holding his own. He called out Donald Trump. Donald Trump fought back. Joe Biden punched back. And it was a short period, but it was kind of interesting because Joe Biden appeared to be a different guy when he was talking about golf. So what's the difference? Well, when Joe Biden was arguing with Donald Trump about golf, he was off the script. He wasn't worried about data. Joe Biden was just being Joe Biden, and he looked all right at that moment. But when he stuck to the strategy, he looked like shit because he was ill-prepared and the strategy was fucked up. If there's another debate, what they should do is say, Joe, you know the basics of what's going on. Just be you. You can't fucking fight by the rules of the Marquess of Queensberry with Donald Trump. He's a street fighter, so you got to get down in the fucking street. If there's another debate, they need to let Joe just be Joe. Joe's a sharp enough guy. He can hit back when necessary. We've seen it before. But if you want to say that Joe Biden is losing it and that's why he performed the way he did in the debate, I don't think you're looking at all the aspects. I think the preparation and I think the strategy was fucking stupid. If you let Joe just be Joe and do what he knows how to do, I mean, he's been doing this for 50, 60 fucking years. And Donald Trump is a dope. You can complain about the cognitive ability of Joe Biden, but I think there's more to this, and I think Joe Biden and the American public were done a disservice by his handlers and by the strategy they employed.